love and light. Thank you for visiting my channel. Today I'll be doing an energy reading for the sign of Capricorn. I'll be taking a look at some of your surrounding energies, some of your influencing energies, along with some of your overall some of your surrounding energies, some of your influencing energies, along with some of your overall energies. Yeah, okay. To see what messages the Divine Spirit has for you. So, Capricorn, without further ado, let's do this. Get a deck. Get a deck. The Divine Spirit, what messages do we have for Capricorn? Please and thank you. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Okay, I just want to see what this said because I like it when to come out. The Divine Spirit, what messages do you have for Capricorn? Please and thank you. Okay. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. It's at the bottom of the deck. So there can be. Oh, I forgot to put this card back up. Oopsie. What card was that? Fear. Okay, death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Okay, so there can be some transformation taking place at this time. Let's see. We have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Is that in a Scorpio reading? Surrender. I can release my need to control. And trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay. So it looks like this is about learning to trust your intuition, learning to use your intuition, trusting that you know when you hear God's voice, you know what I'm saying, versus just other voices in your head, you know, when God is really speaking to you, when your higher self could be speaking to you, your ancestors, you know, anything of the divine, versus just illusions and, you know, false beliefs, false perceptions, and like false beliefs. This is about gaining trust with yourself, with your inner voice, and that it's also saying that it will guide you correctly. So yeah, trust when you know, and not only to trust that you know when you're hearing God's voice, but to listen to it, to follow it, you know, regardless of how you think it may make you look or how you may think it may make you feel. You know, others may try to say, oh, well, you know, others may criticize you for doing a certain thing, but if God's voice is telling you, you know what I'm saying, to do this, or to remain doing this, or to you know what I'm saying, then trust that you know what I'm saying, that that's God talking to you, and that it's leading you in the correct way, that he's trying to keep you on the right path, and that you need to listen, and that you need to follow, and don't let others talk you out of it, or convince you out of it, or trick you out of it, or criticize you out of it, or talk you down out of it, or whatever it may be. Surrender. I can release my need to control. So there could have been issues with trying, you know, to control things, probably trying to control your life, the way your life is going, because your life is probably not even going the right way, because you haven't been following your inner voice, and because it's been trying to guide you correctly. And so therefore you may have been trying to control your life because you wasn't listening to God when he was trying to guide your life, when he was talking to you, when he was, you know, telling you what to do, and and things like that. And now you're at a point of change. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So now you're starting to walk with God. Now you're starting to move the right way. When you move, I move. Just like you moving with God now. You learning to make the right steps. You know what I'm saying? God, you lead, I follow. Because it says that my inner voice will always guide me the right way. So God, you lead, and then you move and you follow. And you're making that change instead of trying to control your own life, or letting others control your life or your movements or your decisions, because they trying to tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do and how you should do it and why, and trying to question why you do it and criticize you for doing it, and whatever, who knows, who cares. But okay, Capricorn, let's do this. Put it back. Put it back. And bit of our spirit, what other messages do we have for Capricorn? Please and thank you. Spiritual union, triumph, and success. So you could be coming in, you know what I'm saying? I mean, with the two people here, this could be a spiritual union with another person, or you could be having, there could be some type of triumph and success with some type of spiritual union, or this could just really be a spiritual union with you connecting with your higher self, with you starting to connect with God as well, because that's also a union. You can have a relationship with God just like you can another person. You really want to have a relationship with God before you even try to have a relationship with another person. But because I don't know what relationship is with another person without God there. It wouldn't be a relationship that I would want to be involved in. But yeah. Little Spirit, what are messages do we have for Capricorn? Please and thank you. Okay, so we have mental conflict. Oh God, these cards, same cards. Okay, I'm starting to go back to my last reading. That was in so one of these readings. 6, moving on. And this one, 5, emotional loss. Okay, bottom of the deck is 5, throat chakra. So there's 2 5s out here. So yeah, there's definitely some change going on. You're starting to make that movement. Yeah, you're starting to move on. You're starting to move closer to God and more away from this mental conflict. You're moving away from, you know, being in your head and stuck in your head and things like that. You're learning again to, you know, trust what God is telling you, and trust that He's leading you correctly, that He's guiding you correctly. He's not trying to make you look like no fool. He's not trying to make you look like no idiot. You know, that's other people who's telling you not to listen to Him. They're trying to make you look like the fool. If you ask me, even though you didn't. But yeah, you're moving on from all this, you know, emotional hurt and all this emotional pain. You're starting to speak your truth. You're starting to, this is up on this, you're starting to stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to, you know, what you believe in and the things, you know what I'm saying, that God is telling you. You know what I'm saying? regardless of how others may view you. You're starting to follow God's voice and do what you're supposed to do, regardless of how others may try to criticize you or put you down. You're standing your ground, you know what I'm saying, with your thoughts and with your connection with God, and where He's leading you and where He's guiding you and what He's telling you to do, whether somebody like it or not. Yeah, you're starting to, yeah, I said speak your truth. Stand in your truth, stand in your ground. You know, becoming your authentic self. Where did this come from? Oh, that's the bottom of that. Okay, Scorpio. Capricorn. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Divine Spirit, what all messages do we have for Capricorn? Please and thank you. What all messages do we have for Capricorn, the Divine Spirit? Please and thank you. Oh, I'm gonna pick that one up first. Victim mentality. Okay. So you're stepping away from this consciousness of having a victim mentality, of feeling like your hands is tied, you know what I'm saying, of feeling like your back is against the wall, you know what I'm saying, of having, all of these emotional woes and barriers and things like that. Because that's going to wrap on the mental conflict. Yeah, transformation. Transformation. And that's another 5. There's 3 5s out here. Because it's time to move on to another cycle. You're transforming. It's transformation here. Again, with this change. And these 3 5s, you're moving on from this cycle. You're transforming, into a higher being, into a higher dimension of love, into a higher consciousness. Yeah. Okay, another 5. A consciousness of lack. Okay, where did I see that awareness card? Was it up on the throat chakra? No, stand your ground. Okay, then it was awareness. I know I saw it. Okay, so you've come to learn that, because this is coming up under emotional loss, you're coming to learn that, all of this hurt, all of this pain, all of this, all these false laws, all of these, false things, all of these illusions, all these illusions that created, keep going, don't do that. Okay, so all this emotional hurt and all this emotional pain, you come to know, you come to learn, your awareness, you've come to realize that it just brings you a consciousness of lack, you know what I'm saying, it kept you down, it blocked, you know what I'm saying, it blocked you from having love and from, receiving love and being able to fully love, you know what I'm saying, it blocked your money, your finances, you know what I'm saying, it put like it put a block, you know what I'm saying, in your path, in your path of life, your life of whatever. But yeah, it was like a roadblock, or something like that, in your life. When you're sitting here and you're, what I'm saying, dealing with mental conflict, and you're wallowing in, emotional pains, and, emotional hurts, and allowing people to play with your head, what I'm saying, to probably even cause emotional pains and emotional hurts, or however the emotional hurts or pains may have come. You're moving on from that. Because that has brought you nothing. It just left you, stuck in the same place in life of, of a lack of consciousness, and in victim mentality, and, having nothing, and probably feeling nothing, and things like that. At the bottom of the deck, you got teacher, people. So your spirit guards, your ancestors could have been around, helping you, teaching you, and to work on you, to get you to a point where you are ready to surrender this need to control your life, and what I'm saying, teaching you to learn to follow God's voice, and not let anyone else deter you from that path in which that voice is trying to guide you. You could have had someone helping you, teaching you. And also, another thing that I'm getting is that, you can be, is that you've learned to become, what I'm saying, more stable with yourself, and that you can also learn to help others to become more stable within themselves, within, within their emotions, and within their mind, and things like that, because there's a lot of people that suffers from mental conflict, what I'm saying, due to emotional pains and emotional hurts, and, having a consciousness of lack, feeling like they don't have enough, having this victim mentality, lacking the awareness, still having the need to control, what I'm saying, their lives, and instead of letting God control the situation. There's still people who still stuck. This is at the bottom of this deck. I don't think I pulled these cards though. There's from the other reading. But there still could be people that's still stuck, what I'm saying, in this cage, and in this cycle. And again, with this card here, what I'm saying, you can be called to help, what I'm saying, teach other people, what I'm saying, how to become stable in their situations and become stable within their lives. Because their emotions, what I'm saying, because they're trapped in emotional pain and emotional heart, which keeps them in their head and keep them feeling stuck and trapped, and keep, like their hands is tied, like they just feel like they're a victim, and things like that. Reach one, teach one. So yeah, Capricorn, that was another easy breezy reading. I like that. I love it. Okay, Capricorn. I'm gonna pull one last card here, and I'm gonna wrap this up. No, these are the same two cards. Why do y'all keep making these same cards keep falling out? I'm gonna pull another card, but I'm just gonna read these two. Oh no, this is a different one, but this one is the same one from one of them. Okay, so we got two different cards. Okay, we'll make this work. Okay, so it says, mentally strong people overcome setbacks with confidence because adversity only makes them better. Yeah, so you didn't continue to let this hurt, and to let this pain, or let this conflict and confusion, you didn't allow that to, what I'm saying, stop you. You didn't let that to keep, what I'm saying, like, you didn't let that, what I'm saying, you didn't continue to let that hold you back, It's like, you it's like you transformed, you know what I'm saying, your mind, your ways and your thoughts. You transformed you transformed your mind, you know what I'm saying, which transformed your ways and your thoughts. You know what I'm saying, which gave you the confidence that was needed, you know what I'm saying, to break these mental holds and these mental blocks. Did I say that right? I don't even know. Not Scorpio, Capricorn. But yeah, we're gonna go to the next one. It says that's horrible. I apologize. It says you've got, is it okay. It says you've got to figure out in this one life that we live what it is you want to do. Then you can't be afraid to make a sacrifice to accomplish that dream. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You figured out, you know what I'm saying? You figured out that listening to God and trusting your inner voice, you know what I'm saying, that it's leading you correctly and that it's putting you on the right path. And what is that card in here in this deck? It says happiness means that I know, means that I know that I'm on the right path or something like that. I don't know, there was something else I was gonna say. Oh my God, I just losing my thoughts. You've got to figure out what you have got to figure out in this one life that we live what it is you want to do. Then you can't be afraid to make a sacrifice to accomplish that dream. Oh, sacrifice. Where did I get happiness from? I don't know. But sacrifice. Yeah, you you sacrificed trying to control your life in a situation. And although we do have control in our life, what I'm saying, I mean, you allowing God to control your life. We have the free, like, you're using your free will, you know what I'm saying, like that's where your control is, because you have free will on your choice on what you want to do and what you don't want to do. So you're releasing, you know what I'm saying, that need to control your life, and you're allowing God to control it. You know what I'm saying? You weren't afraid to make sacrifices, you know, in life, regardless of how regardless of how others may view you or respond to you in regards for that or of it. Okay, so yes, Capricorn, that has been your reading, and as always, I want you to keep yourself uplifted. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to stay in love. And as always, Capricorn, peace and love, much love, and one love.